I saw a dinosaur today. I see them every once in a while. Sometimes they're like not super prehistoric. But today I saw a prehistoric one. And this is what I mean by that. I get a lot of messages, people wanting to reach out, local moms wanting to come in. And this one particular mom had reached out and she said, I just saw a pelvic floor PT. It was not a great experience. I think I need to see you. I'm like, great, fine. Just out of curiosity, can you share your experience with me so I can understand kind of where this is coming from? And bless her heart, she sent me the homework that the dinosaur gave her. And I use dinosaur in a kind, respectful way that just, and I'm going to quote here because I don't want to get this wrong. So this is what her homework said. Okay. Runner, postpartum, prolapse first time treatment, pelvic floor safe, positions of relief, stability exercises, prevention of progression. Okay, so far, so fine. Lifestyle changes, log roll to get out of bed instead of jackknifing. What are you going to do at 2 a.m? Minimize constipation, fine. Use the knack. Okay, it's 1990 again. Do pelvic floor exercises. Never mind, we're like ruling out overactivity, underactivity. Okay, so we're getting there, right? It gets better. No high impact sports or activities where both feet leave the ground. No data to support that. No double leg abdominal work. No data to support that. No exercise that puts most of the weight on the arms. I don't understand that really. Safe. Walking, cycling, swimming, low impact ballroom dance, salsa, belly dancing, country western. Low impact exercise classes are safe. Avoid, and this is a runner, keep in mind, running, jogging, basketball, don't understand that. Tennis, squash, racquetball, pickleball, group fitness classes with running and jumping and HIIT. Goes through safe yoga poses. I didn't know yoga was unsafe. I'm just putting that one out there. Pilates moves to avoid. Megan Brown, this is for you. The 100, scissors, dead bug, the V, the plank, and in the gym, avoid leg press, weighted deep squats, and any abdominal machines. Avoid any pose with a double leg lift. V poses, crow, and plank. Last I checked, it is 2022. It is not 2000. This handout, and it was generated by there's companies that have just auto-generated click prolapse, and you'll get all this stuff. So basically told her, no, you're not a runner anymore. Good luck. And you know, it's one thing hearing it, but it's another thing seeing it in black and white. And I say I saw a dinosaur today because this is just so blatantly not even remotely supported by any evidence in the last couple of years. And where this comes from is a couple of things. One is I know the facility. There are therapists there that do know better, but clients are being given to therapists that are not qualified or educated in what to do because of productivity requirements. That's why a lot of us left hospital-based care, because they put the numbers ahead. That's why some of us go into out-of-network, because we're not asked to churn out a patient every, we were being asked to go every 30, 45 minutes with a pelvic client. And I'm sorry, if I'm going to take my pants off for somebody, I need to know them more than 30 minutes if I'm a patient, right? So, and then also if it's complicated, you got to run them through a screen. She never got run through a screen. Like, this is just the woman walked in the room, you have prolapse, you want to run, guess what? No, like not even a return to run readiness screen. And then the mom's like, I can't do this. So now I'm told to go to pelvic floor PT. I went to pelvic floor PT. This is what they told me. Now what? And that's where my profession needs to level up. And if you're working in a facility in which you have people who are being given pelvic floor clients for return to sport, you gotta call this crap out. Like this, it's just not even funny anymore. It's not even, oh, they'll get caught up. No, like I'm probably gonna get off here and find this woman's email and be like, hey girl, like not for nothing, no one's told you this yet, but if you are gonna continue to treat these clients, This is not up-to-date evidence. I'm happy to provide you additional evidence should you want it. But again, we need to be so much better about, oh, I'm like shaking at this point. Like, we need to be better at standing up for good care. And that's, as providers, we got to call out our colleagues, and not in a bad way. I'm not like, oh my gosh, the dinosaur is just like, she's going to help. No, like, I don't know that she knows what she's doing. I want to be the person to be like, hey, if you're willing to put that mirror up, maybe you're not seeing these clients all the time, but don't give them this. Like, that's horrible. If you are a coach, if you are a trainer, calling out your colleagues, finding resources to connect them to, like, we have to help the profession along here. Same with our physicians. And if you are a mom, and this is the hard part when you're trying to go through this, if you're trying to find resources and the resource is not giving you what you need, I'm not saying you have to, but it would benefit that person to say, you know what, I'm discontinuing here because what you gave me was out of date. I would like to share this, or if you would like to contact this other PT so you can learn a little bit more so this doesn't happen again. But I am discontinuing care here because you don't have the most up-to-date evidence. You are not treating me in the most up-to-date way. And there's opportunities to educate yourself and provide better care in the future. And as providers, if that's laid out in front of us, we have a choice to make. Do you want to stay and being a dinosaur and a technician? Or do we want to function to the level of our degree? A lot of us, that's doctoral. Like, this just drives me crazy. This is what we teach our students. I go in, I'm like, look, y'all can be, y'all, I know most of you aren't going to be pelvic floor PTs, but I want you to be able to recognize, refer, know when somebody's not getting the care that they need, and know when to recognize to get them to the updated resources that they need. Like, we need to police ourselves a little bit and hold ourselves accountable so that the care that we are providing our clients is at the best possible level it can be. But these calls for choose PT and PT first, and you should go to pelvic, every postpartum person should go to pelvic floor PT. But if that's the kind of care that they're getting, I can see the pushback. I'd push back on that. So accountability, being open to learning new things, being okay with saying, you know what, boss, I shouldn't be treating this diagnosis because I don't know what I'm doing. This other person might be better. And again, like, until you tell someone else, until you say, hey, that's not okay, I'm going somewhere else because of that, then it's up to that provider to kind of decide whether they want to hold themselves accountable or not. But if you can't change things that you don't know. So my intent in this situation is to help this client as soon as I possibly can, and to reach out to this provider and say, look, hey, this is something that you had given out. I don't need to bring the client into it. But did you know that this is not the most up-to-date information? This is probably from a while back. Would you be interested if I could share some more information with you? And it has to come from that place of abundance and humbleness, and from an ultimate goal of making sure that people get the care that they need. Like, for me, it's not even a referral issue. I'll be honest with you, like, not even a thing. For me, it's that my community, my fellow moms that, you know, my kids' friends' moms, like, they deserve better. Moms have gone through enough. So tell me what you think. I mean, if you're a mom and you've gone through the experience, like, hit me up, DM me, share this experience. Because, and again, how did that make you feel? What did that make you do? Were you able to find additional resources, or, you know, could you have not find it? I get DMs all the time from all over the world, because there's different practice patterns depending on where you are in the world. And like, there's people here that don't look at things the same. And we have to acknowledge where those deficits are and offer to kind of level up and kind of bring everybody up together, because that's how globally this is going to be a change, and in our communities and that sort of thing. So if you've had that experience, definitely hit me up, let me know. If you're a provider and you've seen this, let me know kind of how you've handled that too. I would love to know kind of if you've had a great experience, kind of bring the other providers along with you, kind of how did that go? Or if you've not had a great experience. But we all need to do our part in kind of just making sure that there's better information out there. I would be perfectly happy in this situation if dinosaurs went extinct, but they're not going to unless we call them out. And again, not in an evil decimation kind of way, but in a mirror kind of way, so that they have a choice and even an idea to know whether or not to realize that change is needed. So anyway, let me know what you think. Hopefully no more dinosaurs this week, because they get me all worked up and my face gets all red and it's like a thing. So anyway, no more dinosaurs.